Hello, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Hope you're all having a good day. I'm having a good day. I slept in till 12 o'clock, you guys, 12 o'clock. And the scale went down. I know I weighed in later than usually. Usually I weigh in about like 10 o'clock. So give or take, we're gonna take it. It's okay. I'm happy with it. So my hair, I'm starting to get used to a little bit more now. No filter. I straightened it a little bit today. So wanted to and when I put makeup on and stuff, I just feel better. I don't know. Anyway, enough about the hair. You know me, I'm crazy. Anyway, I wanted to come on because I got some good deals today. So I got up, got showered, and my husband and I had to run out. I had to get prescriptions. So I had to get more of my sensors. This one's going to be coming off in one day. So I had to get more sensors. I had to get some insulin. And so I got my insulin, I got my Ozempic, and I got my sensors. So we had to go do that. And just if anyone's curious, for my Ozempic for 2 months, for 1 month, I pay $30. So I pay $30 a month for Ozempic. And I pay $30 every 3 months for the sensors, the diabetic sensors. My insulin is covered 100%. I don't pay anything up for that. So when I was at the grocery store, like at the pharmacy, they're redoing the whole store over, and they had a cart filled with all of these hair products, okay? $2 each. And like some of them were $13, $14 things, $10 things, and they were all marked down to $2. So I was like, but there was a whole bunch of ladies grabbing at the same time. Like we were all just like, you don't get deals like this. Go, go, go. So I'm going to show you the hair stuff I got. But also, I'm going to show you my skincare routine because I had a couple people ask. But yeah. So, and I had a couple people message about the skincare routine. So I'm just going to show you guys it, okay? And I'll take a picture at the end of all the products I use. I'll take a picture of the morning ones I use and the nighttime ones I use. There's literally 5 products all together that I use, and that's it. My skin is not the greatest. I don't have a filter on right now, but I do have some makeup on. So you can see that like I have large pores, and I do have like blackheads and stuff on my nose. So you can see that. I'm not like hiding it or anything like that. And I don't put a lot of makeup on. I'm not really a big makeup person. I don't really know how to do it very well. I'm just not the best at makeup. But yeah, but my skin, like that, I have a mark there. That's an age spot. I got it checked out because we didn't know what it was. So I had to go to a dermatologist specialist, and it's an age spot. So I do have like texture and rosacea and things like that on my face. So this is what calms your face down, and it's supposed to like smooth your pores a little bit. I guess you can never really get rid of large pores, but you can make them look smaller. So let's get to what I bought for $2, okay? So I have no clue if any of these products are actually good. I just bought them because they were $2. And I'm like, well, $2, I could give it away if it doesn't work. I don't like it. So I've never heard of this product before. It's Kristen S. It says Strand Strengthening Reconstructive Moisture Mask. Okay, so this is what I got. It's like, I don't know. You leave it on for like 5 minutes after shampooing. It smells kind of like roses. I don't really like that much, but if it's just a hair mask, whatever. So I will let you know. So this was $2. Then I got this. I do not know, but now that I have dark hair, I feel like shiny hair is a big thing with dark hair. With blonde, I found like I couldn't get it shiny. It was always like just frizzy and dry. I don't know. So I got this Tresemme La Melier Gloss High Definition Finish. Okay, so this Tresemme La Melier Gloss High Definition Finish Shine Spray. Okay, so I got this, and it just says you just spray it on towel dried hair, and it is enhances reflection for an ultra gloss salon finish. Oh, I'll let you know. Anyways, $2. Then I got this. I've seen this a lot, and people talk about it, and I know like Pantene Pro V that people are like, oh, never use it, like don't use it. Anyways, I don't know. This is a 10-in-1 multitasking spray and keratin. But I've heard this is actually really good. There's like a person on TikTok that does hair stuff, and they actually use this. So I don't know. These were $2, and I think these are like expensive, and I got 2 of them because I was like, run, start the car. If they work good, then I want it. But yeah, it's 10-in-1. So before this time runs out, it repairs damage, moisturizes, detangles, strengthens against breakage, protects color, heat protect, tames frizz, softens, smooths, improves shine. So, like I said, this is Pantene Miracle Rescue 10-in-1. So I got 2 of those. So I'll let you know. Then I got this. This is a good brand, I think. OGX? I don't know. Bond Protein Repair 3-in-1 Oil Mist. 24 hours smooth, shine, and strengthen. And this is like the treating style or whatever. Infused with OGX Bond Complex. This 3-in-1 oil mist protects against frizz, strengthens and maintains shine. Shake product well. Spray a small amount as needed on damp or dry hair. So I don't know, but we'll see. I'm going to check the prices of these too. I might like go on Walmart and check to see what the prices are. And then see what I got. But $2. I'll let you know. Then I got this. So I got 2 of these. I got a shampoo and a conditioner. I don't know what they're like. So we're going to run out of time. 1 second. Okay, so these are L'Oreal Paris Everpure Sulfate-Free Color Care System. And this is thickening conditioner, strengthens thin hair, fights breakage. Okay? So I got the shampoo and the conditioner of those. So I don't know if it's good, like I said. It smells nice. So anyways, again, $2 each for these. Like I said, I'm going to price how much these are, and then I'll let you know, because I'm really curious myself. But that's what I got for $2 each. So I was really happy with that, impressed with it. My husband was like, are you getting all of this? I'm like, yeah. It's a lot, but I don't care. It was $2 each. We got to get stuff. I also got my friend Mary a curl thing that she uses like in her hair, and it was $2. So I got her that as well. So now let's move on to my skincare. Okay, so you're supposed to have like a morning routine and a night routine. So this is what I use. I've just started using it, so I am not an expert. If it breaks your skin out, I'm sorry, I do not know. But this is what I'm using to calm my skin down because I have red, large pores. So this is what I'm using to calm my skin, okay? So this is what I use to wash my face. So the Gentle Skin Cleanser, Cetaphil. So this is what I use in the morning. First thing, I wash my face with this, okay? After that, I use The Ordinary Azelaic Acid. I might be saying that completely wrong. Like I said, I'll take a picture of it. Okay, I'll take a picture of everything after. So after that, I put a small pea-sized amount of this on my skin, okay? Right after that, I add The Ordinary Moisturizer. Again, I'll take a picture of the full name. And then after that, I use the sunscreen Neutrogena. Of course, captions would load on that last one, but like I said, I will take a picture of everything and show you. So like I said, this is the last thing I put on. It's the Ultra Sheer Neutrogena Face Sunscreen, and this goes on very last. So there's 4 products in the morning I use, okay? That's it. That's all. I do that. Nighttime routine. If I wear makeup, it's a different routine. If I don't wear makeup, it's nothing. So tonight, since I'm wearing makeup, you start with this, okay? This is the only thing that you'll do if you wear makeup. If you're not wearing makeup, you skip this step, okay? So I use this when I wear makeup. All this is it takes your makeup off. So you don't have to wash it off either. You just put some on a little like cotton ball or something and wipe off your makeup, okay? After that, we go in with the same cleanser from this morning. So you do that. And then we go in with the same moisturizer. And that's it. Super easy, quick. So yeah, so as I was saying, you just finish it off with the Ordinary moisturizer. You can buy bigger bottles. I bought the smaller ones just because I was just trying it out at first. But now definitely I'll buy the bigger sizes because they do last so much longer. And it's pretty cheap too. So this giant bottle, I got a Cetaphil. I got it at Costco, and I think it was like $13, $14. But you can get the regular size bottles for a lot cheaper. So it's all really like cheap products. Like they're good, clean products, but they're cheaper. So that was $13. These, the smaller ones, are about $8 each. Okay, so that's not bad at all. This was the most expensive, was the sunscreen, but it's a really big bottle and it'll do you for a long time. And you're supposed to wear sunscreen no matter, even if you're leaving the house, you're supposed to wear sunscreen. So get your sunscreen on, ladies. That was $16, sorry. And then this one was like $10 or something, $12 maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I just got it at Walmart. But yeah, all of these products, the Ordinary ones you do have to buy online or at Sephora, I believe. Like, I don't know where else you can buy them in the States. I know you can get the Ordinary products in the States. I see people using it all the time. I just, I don't know where you get them at. It's like probably one of those places that you shop that's not Sephora. I don't know. People shop at those stores all the time. Ulta or something, so you can probably get them there. But if you're in Canada, you have to go to Sephora, I believe, for the Ordinary products. But like I said, all pretty cheap products. If you have any questions at all, ask me. I will take a picture and I'll put like numbers, like what to do in what order. And I'll put the numbers on there of when to use them. I'll do the morning routine and I'll do the nighttime routine. So yeah, hope you're all having a good day. I had a donair for lunch. They have these deals here at a store, and it's $5 for a donair. So I had a donair and a piece of pizza. But anyways, I just wanted to kind of show you guys my routine and the deals I got. But like I said, I had that for lunch. Tracked it. We're doing good. Okay, we're doing okay. I don't know about supper yet. It's supposed to be orange chicken, but we're not really that hungry because we ate so late. It's 4:43 and we ate at 3 o'clock. So we're really not hungry. So we may just snack or make a sandwich or something or have some soup or something. I don't know. But it's definitely not going to be a big meal tonight. But yeah, that's what I got. So I'll take a picture. I'll take a picture of the products I got too, the hair products, just in case one of them is really good. And then I want to like share it with you guys and tell you. But yeah, hope you're all having a great Wednesday, hump day. And yeah, not much else really going on. Right now, I'm going to take these pictures for you guys to upload them here for you. And I'm going to sit down and relax, I think, for a little bit. Keep drinking my water. I still have to do my bike, so I will do that. And I'm not even sure on my steps because I was walking around the store, but I was pushing the dang cart. Okay, guys. Here she is. And there's Lucy. Lucy, are you ready to do the bike, Lucy? Lucy, are you ready to go on the bike? See, she's ready. Here we go, guys. Let's do it. Hello, I'm back. I just finished a workout with Weight Watchers. So I went on the Weight Watchers app. It was actually a workshop. So on the Weight Watchers app, it was Chloe tonight, and it was 8 o'clock my time, and it's for the US and the Canadians. So whatever app you have, you could do it. There were Canadians and Americans on there. And so it was like a breathe and strength. So we started out with some breathing exercises, and then we went into like arm exercises and core exercises. And it was so good, you guys. My arms are sore. It was a totally good workout, but it was also at like so many different levels. She did it from a chair. She showed you how to do it, like modify it in a chair, and she showed you how to do it standing up. It was awesome. I did it standing up the whole time, which was great. But I could feel it. It was definitely a great workout, and I just love her enthusiasm. She's such a good coach. She was really, really good. It was really fun. Everybody was involved. It was nice. And you can go on there. You can put your camera on. My camera was on, and I was like, my old arms were just out. I didn't care because everyone's focusing on doing the exercise. They're not looking at you. And Chloe's so nice. She was like calling out people and like cheering them on. It was just so good. Weight Watchers workshops have changed so much. It's insane. I'm so excited about them. I just love that they have so many different things now. So this was a workout one. It was like, it's probably going to be every Wednesday night. I'm sure it's probably going to be around the same every week. I'm not 100% sure, but this is my first one. So I'll definitely be looking for it again. She probably does it a couple times a week, but I'm sure it's probably going to be like every Wednesday. But it was a body and like I said, breathing and strength. And it was so good. So highly, highly, highly recommend. Check it out. It was such a good workout. I had so much fun. Good morning. So I am getting my water started. It's a little late. I slept in, got showered, did my hair, makeup. Feeling all the good things today. So, I just wanted to show you guys. I have been using Liquid IV now for the last little bit. The strawberry. I really, really like it. I like the flavor and everything like that. But I just find it really expensive. I got free samples from the pharmacy. So, I am just using it. I have 2 left after this. But I really do like it. So, if you can afford it, it's really, really good. But I just will not be paying, because it is quite a bit of money. If I get it at Costco, I'll kind of check to see how much, but I do find it expensive. But I just wanted to show you guys what I've been using for electrolytes right now, just because I got these for free. But I have other electrolytes, and I'm going to show you guys them after, the ones that I'll be using for a while. Hello, happy Thursday. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. I just want to say thank you guys for all the messages. There's always going to be people that have like little judgy questions and things like that, and that's okay. They can just keep judging because I don't care. It does not bring me down. It does not change anything with my life. So I'm happy with what I'm doing, and yeah, we're going to get there. So I am not worried at all. So, but thank you for the nice messages. So I am putting a new sensor on today, and I thought so many people don't know like or understand the sensor. So I thought, why not show you guys how I put it on? Okay. It's super easy. But like some people would never know, right? Because you don't have to deal with this, but someday you may, or someday you may have someone, a loved one that has to deal with it, and you'll know because you have seen it. So I just thought I would show you how to use it. So it comes in a box like this. So it comes in a box like this. I am using the Libre 3 Plus. I used to use just the Libre 2, but this one is a lot smaller and so much better. I love it. This one, you don't have to scan your phone to it. So the sensor is this little tiny thing. You'll see it. And it connects to my phone. And it tracks my sugars 24/7 all day for 15 days, okay? The other one was only 14 days. It was thicker. So you'd knock it on things a lot with your arms, like doorways or things like that, and it could fall off a lot easier. This one also, so the other one, anytime you wanted to check your sugars, you had to take your phone and you would hold it to the scanner, to the sensor, and it would scan it, okay, and give you your sugars. Whereas this one, you don't have to do that. You only have to do it once just to start it. So I'm going to show you guys how this works, okay? So we're going to open up the box. So I opened the box up, so it comes with directions. I don't need to read the directions because I've done it a lot. And this is what comes in the box, okay? So what you do is you just unscrew the top, okay? And you'll see it there, okay? So you see there's a little needle there? You can see that there now, right? Okay, so that is the little needle. That's what goes in your arm, okay? So it's all locked and loaded. So what I do is now you have to switch. Every time you put a new sensor on, you switch to the other arm. So I had my sensor on my arm and it was like right here. You can see, I even took it off in the shower so that I could scrub that, but I'll have to scrub it more tomorrow. I didn't notice. So I had my sensor here, right? That's just like the tape, because there's sticky stuff. So what I do is I just feel on the other side of my arm of where it would be. So that would be around here, okay? Don't mind my big arm, so that would be around here. Okay, so all you're gonna do is you would take, okay, so I wanna check my arm and make sure that I'm putting it in the right spot. So we're gonna put it like right around here, okay? So I'll pull up my shirt. It's super easy to apply. I've already cleaned my skin, okay? Because there's no sense in doing that on camera. So I'm gonna put it right. I'm always worried that I'm putting it in the wrong area, so I always like measure a bunch of times, okay? So it's like right here, okay? So right here. So this is already ready to go, okay? So we take that and we put it on the area that we want to put it on, okay? And all I do is this, push down on it. So there's a little like, prick feeling, like a little sting, like getting your finger pricked when you were a kid. And so I just leave it on there for a minute to let it sit. And then I slowly take this off, and there's the sensor, so you can see it. Okay, and now I'll show you what I do. So now that sensor will stay on my arm for 15 days, okay? It's secured. There's like a tape around it too, like suction. I really don't even notice it's there anymore, guys. At first, I used to really notice it. Look at my arms. At first, I used to really notice it, and I hated it. But now, I don't notice it at all. Anyways, and now you just have this, and I just throw it out. So, the thing is, what I'll do now is when I'm done doing this story, I take my phone, I go into the app, and I just scan. It'll say, do you want to scan a new sensor? And I just scan it, and it comes up and shows me, like, it takes an hour before it starts loading. So it takes an hour to do that. So I'll show you what it looks like before, and I'll show you what it looks like after. But I'm going to scan that now, and then I'll come on to talk. So there we go. Now you know how to apply a sensor. So I just showed you the pictures of how it looks like when I go in. And like I said, you just hold it to the sensor and it beeps. And now after 60 minutes, it'll beep, alarm, and let me know that it's ready and it has my sugars. And then it will keep track of them 24/7. It also will give me like an estimate of what my A1C would be. So if I got my blood work done, what my A1C would be. It also does alarm. So if I go under 3.9, that's like a dangerous, that's low sugar. So my alarm will beep, 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 beep. It'll like constantly go until I check it. So it wakes me up in the middle of the night. Also, if it goes too high, if it goes over 16, it'll beep. So you want to always stay under 10 and over 4. So 4 to 10 is the green zones. When I show it to you, I always want to be between 4 and 10. It is different in the States, just so you know. They go by a different read. So yeah, the States goes through like, there's like MMOL or something, and then ML or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure on the technical terms of what they are. I just know that like in the States, it would be like 100 and something would be like a normal sugar, whereas like here it's like 4 to 10. So I can only show you what I can do. If you want to Google it and find out like what 4 to 10 would be in the States, you can. But yeah, so that's kind of if you see when I show you my things, you want it always to be in the green area. And then there's like that area that's a little high. And then there's like 16 and above, and it's like beep, beep, like, hey, slow down. I've had it to like 26 before, and it was like beeping and letting me know, like, and I could tell I was having a high sugar. I also can tell when I'm having a low. A lot of times, like, I'll start to, like, my eyes would go blurry, and I'll start kind of seeing, like, if I was on my phone, everything's kind of starts to go blurry a little bit. So when I do have a low, I'll notice that with my eyes is usually the first thing that I notice. And then I start to get very sweaty and very shaky inside, and like very, like everything is rushed. So I usually have to, like I have little tablets next to the bed. They're sugar tablets, and you take 4 of them when your sugar goes low. So you take 4 of them. So what I would do first is with the sensor. So if the sensor says I'm like 3.2, say, okay, so I'm in a sugar low. So what I would do is I take my actual blood checker and I would prick my finger and check to see if I'm actually in a sugar low. Because sometimes it could be a pressure low, like I was laying on that arm, and it could just it couldn't have the sensors, like the readings. But that doesn't happen very often. So not with this one. It happened a lot more with the older sensor I was with. But with this one, it doesn't really happen too often. And so what I would do is I would take 4 of those tablets, and then I have to go into the kitchen and make myself something to eat. Because those tablets are going to raise my blood sugar, but they're not going to keep them level. They're just going to raise them up quickly so that I won't be in a sugar low, okay? Because by the time I eat something, it's going to take longer to bring my sugars up. So you have to have those tablets or something like pure sugar to raise your sugars, to get them to spike so that you're going back into the normal zone and you're not in that sugar low for too long, because it's dangerous and it just doesn't feel good either. So what I do is I would take those tablets, and then I'll usually wait 15 minutes, check it again with the blood checker on my fingers, and then if it's back into the normal range, I'll go make myself a snack, okay? And you want to do like a high protein snack, something that is going to keep your even your blood sugars out. So a lot of times I would go have like a piece of toast with peanut butter, some crackers with peanut butter, something like that. And then what you do is you eat that, and then you wait another 15 minutes and you keep checking. sorry, so you're going to check, I'm not sure where that cut off, but you're going to keep checking your sugars every 15 minutes until they're in the normal range. And then when they're in the normal range, you're safe and you can go back to sleep or go about your day as normal. And you're not allowed to drive either. You have to be 5 to drive. And that's like, there's like a little like poem-y thing, whatever it's called, a rhyme. It's like 5 to drive. So if you're under that, then you have to be careful because, with the sugar low, so you have to wait till you're up. But I don't have too many sugar lows. Thank goodness. I did at first learning. It's all a learning curve. I'm still learning. I learn something pretty much new all the time. But yeah, so, I hope this helped. If my sugars go high, there's really not too much you can do. I can take some insulin, but it's really going to depend on when I took my insulin, how much insulin I took. Sometimes depending. So one sec. So when you take your insulin, so with me, I track my carbs. That's why Weight Watchers is so helpful for me, because Weight Watchers, it'll actually show me my carbs. So, and it shows me my carbs per meal. So I put in everything that I have and it tells me, so say I have 100 grams of carbs in this meal. So my, what my dietitian, we do is whatever carbs I have, I take half of that in insulin. So if my carbs are 100 for the meal, I take 50 grams of 50 grams of 50 units of insulin, sorry. So I would go half it, so 50 grams, 50 units, okay? So that's how we do it. I also have like a little scale thing that I have to do. Like if my sugars are over 7, I add 1 for each number. So if it's 9, then I would take 52. But that's, you don't have to know all that unless you're a diabetic. And if you have a question, you can ask me anything. I'm an open book, you know that. So when I take my insulin, so say my sugars are regular, and I'm having 100 grams of carbs, I take 50 units of insulin, okay? So I take that. You're supposed to take that, and then you're supposed to wait like 10 to 15 minutes before you eat. So that's sometimes my problem, because sometimes I haven't figured out my points yet. So I haven't figured out my carbs. So I've been trying to do that early so that I can come into the room, take my insulin, and then continue finishing cooking. So then it gives you time for your body, the insulin, to help keep your sugars even so that you're not getting that spike. Also, what you're supposed to do is when you eat, you should eat your protein first, because that's going to give you a base. If you start with your carbs, your sugars are going to spike faster. So if you start with protein, that's not going to spike your sugars. So you're going to more like even out. You're going to be a steady flow. And that's what we want. We want our sugars to be at a like decent level all the time. So I know this might be like totally boring to some people, but other people I know are really interested in this stuff. And you know, you may be pre-diabetic, or you may feel like you're almost pre-diabetic and you're kind of worried about it. Diabetes is not a great thing to have. I'm telling you right now, it's not fun. It's scary. I get injection in my eye. I have no feeling in my feet. Like, it's not good. So I'm doing all of the things now that I can to keep my sugars great. Like, I've been doing so good, and I've just learned this stuff, guys, this year. I've had diabetes for like 12 plus years, and I just never really paid attention. I just didn't want to face it. I was on medications and I was like, well, that's fine. And then when I was hospitalized last year, I had to go on insulin, and it was super scary. And insulin is not easy. I was having sugar lows. I was having sugar highs. I didn't know how to do it, but it just takes time, and it can get less scary. And I just share this because I know there's so many people out there that maybe don't have someone that they can talk to or ask questions to, or maybe you don't know about it. So I'm always here to ask a question. I'm not a professional in any ways, but I can help as any way I can. You can always reach out to your doctor, to your nurse. If you're ever having problems, like, there's got to be someone you can call, look up diabetic specialists and things like that. Like here, I have like a diabetic clinic. So you could always look up a diabetic clinic, like Google, do anything you can to try to figure things out. But I'm always here to answer questions the best I can. If not, I'll try to find out as well. But yeah, so I just thought I would share some of that information with you. Like I said, in case you are interested in it, and maybe this helped you a little bit. But yeah, like I said, I'm always an open book, so I'll always do whatever I can to help. And yeah, so I hope you're all having a good day though. One second. Okay, so this is just my little area here. And I'm just going to show you. I have 4 chicken breasts here, and I'm going to cut them up into cubes. And I'm going to toss them in cornstarch and put them in my frying pan. Okay? So I'm going to cut these up, and I'll come back and show you. And welcome to Alicia's Kitchen. Okay, so these are the 4 chicken breasts all chopped up into bite-sized pieces. Now I'm taking some cornstarch. I buy the big cornstarch at Costco. Okay? And I'm going to put my pan on medium heat, and I'm going to spray it with some Costco cooking spray, okay? So we're going to spray this down. Don't mind that. My husband has a show going on in the background, so. But yeah, so we sprayed that, and now I'm going to add cornstarch to the chicken, okay? So, let me get my measuring out. We're going to go with 1/3 of a cup, okay? We're going to try that and see how that might actually even be too much. We'll see. And I'm just going to put it over the chicken. Just watching for when this is going. And we're going to mix it. 1 second. Okay, so I have that there. And now I'm just going to kind of try to just mix it up. It's really not going to matter that much about the coating. This just gives it a little bit of like a crispy coating instead of just cooking the chicken by itself. And I'm just gonna see, so not every piece is gonna be fully covered. And about 1/3 of a cup actually was perfect. So I could have actually probably went a little less, but I'm just gonna keep mixing this all up here. Oops. I'm always scared about chicken and touching things with chicken when it's raw chicken. Anyway, so that's that. So what I'm going to do is, so see how a lot of it's covered? I'm going to take this and just dump it into the frying pan. We're not really fancy here in Alicia's Kitchen. We just kind of go with the flow. So see, there is quite a bit left in there, but, and it wasn't quite 1/3 of a cup, so we'll guesstimate. We're going to make the sauce. So I wanted to show you, I have 2 oranges, okay? We're going to zest the outside of the oranges, and I double the recipe for the sauce because I like it saucy. I've had a couple people that made it that didn't double the sauce, and they didn't find it as good, so double the sauce. The recipe I share is the sauce doubled. If you do not want to double the sauce, cut it in half, okay? So I'm going to zest these oranges into the bowl. I have my scale out, and the chicken is cooking, so I'll show you guys what this looks like when it's done. Okay, so this is what it looks like, the zest of the 2 oranges, okay? Now I'm going to actually cut the oranges and put the juice in from the oranges, okay? So I'm just going to cut it, and I'm just going to squeeze the juice in from the oranges. I know this isn't very exciting to watch, so I'll be back in a minute, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to show you. See, this is the chicken now. You can see like it's getting brown. It's getting like crispy and stuff like that at the edges. So that's cooking, okay? So now our sauce. So now the juice of the 2 oranges is in there, okay? So the juice and the zest. So now I'm going to put it on my scale, and I'm measuring in grams. So I'm just I got to get the recipe back up here. I have the recipe on my iPad here because I always forget the recipe for this. So I'm going to zero it out. Of course, it's not working. 1 second. So off, on. Okay, so it's zeroed out now. And I'm going to do 50 grams of chicken broth. So I'm using the low sodium chicken broth. And you're going to do 50 grams of this. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I got the chicken broth in. Now I'm going to do 60 grams of soy sauce. I'm using the low sodium soy sauce. So I zeroed that out. And we're going to do 60 grams of this. Okay, and next we do 2 tablespoons of sriracha. This usually calls for 4 tablespoons of sriracha, but sriracha is spicy, so I only do 2 tablespoons. And I'm not measuring because I can pretty much just put it in now. I know kind of what the 2 tablespoons is. So 2 tablespoons of sriracha. And then we do 2 tablespoons of hoisin sauce. This is hoisin, so I'm just gonna put 2 tablespoons of this in as well. Oops. Here we go. Okay, and the next. Okay, so last thing we added was the hoisin. So now I'm using the no-calorie sweetener, okay? And you're gonna do 10 tablespoons of this. So I have my tablespoon here. I'm actually gonna measure this one out. I'm not that good. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 10 of that. Then we're going to do 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. So 1 tablespoon of minced garlic in there. And then we do 1 tablespoon of rice. Okay, so now we're doing, the 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar. Okay. So we put 1 tablespoon of that in there. And that's your sauce, except for we do add in cornstarch, a slurry. 1 second here. My iPad went off again. Okay, and we're still cooking our chicken. It's still cooking over there. Let me see here. Yeah, so we're going to mix it all together. So I'm going to grab my little whisk, and we're going to whisk this together. And then when the chicken is cooked, we're going to remove it, and we're going to spray our pan again, and we're going to add the sauce in, and we're going to make the slurry of cornstarch and water to make the sauce thicken. So I'm going to stir this up, and I'm going to show you when the chicken. So while that's cooking, I'm going to start making the rice. So I am just using dainty Chinese style rice. It's super easy to make. I have my pot there. The rice is pretty much already cooked. You just add 1/3 cup of water, the rice, and the seasoning packet to the pan. And yeah, and then I split this in 2 between my husband and I. So I'll show you guys that when it's done. Okay, so I've removed the chicken pieces so you can see that they're like crispy and brown. So now I have my pan here, okay? And I lowered it now to low heat. And I'm going to spray that, okay? And now I'm going to add in my sauce, okay? So I've stirred this all up. We're going to add that in. And I'm going to use this because it's a nice pan. I got to use the plastic. I can't be using the other stuff. And I'm just going to kind of give it a stir, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in, I'm going to make my slurry now. So the slurry is 2 tablespoons cornstarch, 4 tablespoons of cold water. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'm going to do it now, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is what the slurry looks like, okay? So it's just 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 4 tablespoons of cold water. Again, I will share the recipe, right? So don't worry about that. And I'm just letting this heat up. The sauce is just basically heating up. And I'm going to add in the slurry now to thicken it up, okay? So you just pour that in. And you're just going to mix it up. It doesn't look any different. I'll kind of show you guys. It's just the sauce. And I have it on low because I don't want the sauce to burn. So I'm just going to keep mixing it because I want it to thicken up a little bit. And then I'm going to add the chicken back in. And you'll see what it looks like. And in this little pan over here, I have my rice cooking. So, and again, like I said, the rice doesn't take very long to cook because it's pretty much already, I never use this side of the burners. So I'm like, is it on? Okay, so I'm just going to show you. You can see the sauce is thickening up. See how you can see the pan and it's like a thicker sauce. So I'm going to add the chicken in now. Okay, so we'll add that in. And don't mind me, I am cooking in my nightgown and just kind of living my best life over here. So I've added the chicken in, and now we're just going to stir this up and coat all the chicken with it. And this is really delicious, guys. It's one of my favorite meals. It's low point. It's great for protein. And you can pair it with anything, really. So you could just pair it with veggies. You can add rice. You can do whatever you want. I was going to add broccoli, but I don't have any broccoli. All I have are peas, carrots, and corn. And I didn't think that would probably go good with this. So we're not having veggies with it, unfortunately. So this is what it looks like. Okay? Oops. Sorry. So yeah. So this is what it looks like. And I'll weigh that out. And this is the rice. So everything's basically done. I'll share the recipe like I said. And don't mind my cupboards. Like I live in an apartment from like the 1800s. And everything is just so old and worn down and ugh. Anyways, it's all clean. It's just worn down. I just noticed my cupboards in the video and I was like, oh God. Anyways, I'm going to wipe this counter down, my counter of work. But yeah, this is it, guys. This is the orange chicken recipe. Like I said, delicious, not that hard to make at all. And I'll share the recipe in a minute. Okay, so I just wanted to show you. So this is mine and this is my husband's. So I take a little less. So mine's actually only 4 points for the serving and his would be 6.